as wide as his contagious smile. But nothing that is good in life ever comes easy, and that certainly held true at times for Daniel Cormier. Two-time United States Olympian, but no podium. Of course, those Olympic setbacks would eventually give way, if not pave the way, to glory. It seemed early on in his mixed martial arts journey we were witnessing something and someone special. It began in Bixby, Oklahoma in 2009. By 2011, the MMA masses were taking notice. He dusted Bigfoot. And an epic clash with Josh Barnett proved if there was any doubt just how much fight there was in this dog.
It means everything for me to beat somebody like Josh Barnett. That means I can go with anybody else in the world.
In 2014, his legendary rivalry with John Jones began.
I said I would fight you, I said I would kill you.
So John, do you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you kill me, John?
In 2015, he broke through and struck UFC gold for the first time. And then 2018, history, the year of DC. The light heavyweight title defense in Boston was followed by his crowning achievement, double champion status attained with a sport-altering knockout of Stipe Miocic in Las Vegas. Daniel Cormier, rarefied air! He then closed out the year and sealed the ESPY with a successful heavyweight title defense in New York City.
History in the making, Daniel Cormier!
He's an incredible ambassador for the sport, one of the best of all time.
He is without a doubt one of the greatest wrestlers that's ever competed in MMA. And he's one of the all-time greatest combat sports athletes, period.
Daniel Cormier is a legend of the sport. He 100% deserves to be a UFC Hall of Famer.
When you consider what Daniel Cormier has given to this sport, the career that he had inside the octagon, a two-weight division champion, and what he continues to give to the sport on an almost daily basis, the TV work that he has, the commentary work that he does, oh my goodness, the wrestling, the youth programs. When you put that all together, it is without question that Daniel Cormier deserves to be in the UFC Hall of Fame.
The ultimate competitor, the ultimate contributor. You can't have the conversation about the best to ever do it in MMA without dropping the name Daniel Ryan Cormier. And now you can add UFC Hall of Fame to his illustrious list of
there it was.
Congratulations.
So here he is. Here's my friend and now UFC Hall of Fame member, Daniel Cormier.
Thank you to Bob Cook, a man who has been with me on this journey the whole way. And the fact that that journey brings us here tonight to the UFC Hall of Fame. 13 years after I stepped into the American Kickboxing Academy is absolutely incredible. Guys, this has been an absolute dream of mine. And I'm a guy that's always loved sports. And I understand the significance of the Hall of Fame. I understand the honor of an athlete's career being memorialized by those three words. Therefore, I want you to know that this means everything to me. This is the culmination of a career that has spanned over a decade. You know, in order to be a champion, it takes a village. And for every fight that I had, beginning in 2009 up until my very last fight in 2020, I'd have 50 people from Louisiana show up. Most of them still in the crowd tonight. My hometown of Lafayette and my family, they supported me. I had a village behind me, guys. And for all those in that village, each and every one of you, I want you to know that this night is also for you. You know, there are two people that aren't here. My parents aren't here anymore. We lost my mom in March, and my father a week after I lost the Stipe in Anaheim. And I cannot express to you the learning that I learned from those two people. They made me who I am today. I watched them decline government assistance when we needed every cent of it in order to make a way for themselves. I watched my dad get up in the morning and go and work for the city of Lafayette. And then right afterwards, at 5 o'clock, come home and take a shower and drive to the local pizza parlor and wash dishes to ensure that we had everything. My mom would clean other people's houses, and she took us to see how hard life could be. But the way that they worked, the pride that they had making their own way, resonated with me so strongly that it never allowed for anything in my life to cripple me. From losing my first daughter, Kaden, to losing fights, they gave me the strength to be the man that I am today. And Audrey, my beautiful mother, Percy, my dad, I know you guys are watching me. I'm glad I got to show you so many great things, and I hope that you're proud of me, because nothing ever mattered more to me than making those two people proud. It was my ultimate motivation. I got some thank yous, guys. I want to thank my very first wrestling coach, Stephen Loteef. He saw me fighting in the yard across the street from the high school, and he took me into that wrestling room and showed me there was a difference between WWE and amateur wrestling. I'm from the South, so it was WCW. I wanted to be Ric Flair. Woo! My junior college coach, Steve Lampe. I have come to know, if you've seen Rosendo Sanchez, I have an affinity for small people as coaches. John Smith, my coach at Oklahoma State and the greatest American wrestler of all time. The lessons that I learned from him, I cherish to this day. Kevin Jackson, my Olympic team coach. You know, I saw a man that became a world Olympic champion, did not get all that he probably deserved in terms of recognition, still live his life to this day as a great man, father, husband to everyone. I want to thank all my wrestling teammates at the time for motivating me and pushing me. I want to give a special thank you to Dwayne Zinkin, my manager. Dwayne called me in 2001 after the NCAA tournament and said, "Daniel, this fight is for you." I said, "Dwayne, I want to make an Olympic team." He said, "As a wrestler myself and as an All-American, I support that, but the day you're ready to go, tell me." I made that call, they flew me out to San Jose, and my life changed forever. Guys, of course I want to thank Bob Cook.
Woo!
What I have put Bob and Cassandra through over the course of my life, in their lives, insane. I lived in their house across the hallway, and maybe a time or two there was some Carl's Jr. on the floor left. You know, I was kind of eating some Carl's Jr. and driving their car. I put 60,000 miles on their car in 1 year, driving back and forth to Fresno chasing my wife. It was bad. You know, when they decided to put me into my first fight 3 weeks after I got to AKA, Cain Velasquez was the man that, you know, they would put us in there to spar. And after he had finished kicking my ass for about 2 minutes, I rolled under the ropes of the boxing ring. And Mike Swick told Bob, he goes, "Dude, you gotta get this dude out of this fight. Do not let this kid go and make his UFC debut." And as Bob told you, when we walked to the octagon, I looked back and I told him, "Hey, When those lights are bright, I'm at my best. You have nothing to worry about. What Bob told you guys about flying to Australia is true. What he didn't tell you, though, is that he about killed some lady on the airplane because he tried to use his phone. And he wasn't supposed to. And I've never seen a meaner look at anyone than the way he looked at that woman telling him to put his phone down. Because what they did was, they tried to emergency land us, and Bob was writing his last will, so he had to call his lawyer to try and make sure that everything was in order, and that lady got mad because he was on his phone. I think that was one of those situations where he should have been able to use his phone. Guys, to go from that kid that showed up to AKA, and then 3 weeks later, win my UFC, my debut, to now end up a double champion is tremendous. Guys, I hate crying, man. Guys, I want to give a sincere thank you to my friend, my brother, and Cain Velasquez. There was never a time, guys, that Cain Velasquez didn't show up for me. I showed up in that gym as an undefeated U.S. Olympian in the heavyweight division. And the first thing Cain did was take me under his wing and guided me. He never saw me as competition. Every single moment that I had, Cain Velasquez was to my right and to my left. He never let me do it alone. And this is my message to Cain. I know you're going through it, my brother. I swear every time you look to your right, I'll be there. Look to your left, I'll be there. Luke Rockhold is fighting soon. I remember Luke Rockhold being there from the first day. I hated him because of his face. I was like, I cannot stand this pretty boy. I wanted to beat his ass. He just had a face that makes you want to beat him. But then when I tried to beat him, I realized that that pretty boy was much tougher than I anticipated. So then we fast became like best friends. It was me and Luke. And Luke would sleep on my apartment college, my 700 square foot apartment. And he helped me put together my first entertainment center, which was from Walmart. I paid about $35 for it. But it did the job, right? It said, I still go to Walmart quite a bit, guys. If you ever in Gilroy, check Walmart, I'm probably there. Guys, I want to tell you something because I feel like right now is the time to be completely transparent. I think I may have grabbed the towel in Buffalo. I went back to back after 1.2 pounds. I tried to give it up, guys. Trust me, I tried to give it up. I had a pound to lose. They even went and called my wife to try to get me back in the tub. I said, no way, this shit's over.
Say it again.
She told me, Daniel, just take a hot bath. I go, it's not that simple. I walk back, Dan Leaf, he goes, DC, do you remember the old wrestling trick? I said, can you stand behind me? Because there's two. You can put your hands behind you and your person can lift you up. He said, no, it's a towel one. But do you understand the level? Do you understand the level of ridiculousness that has to happen in order for that to work? I looked down and I could not believe my luck. I am a lucky guy. Even when I would lose, the belt would somehow just come back to me. I was like, I'm a lucky guy. So I looked down and the commissioner's on the floor looking at the scale. There's a second lady. I look down and she's right next to him, so I grabbed the towel like, shit, we all free. Randall, I know I would never get you like that, but I mean, in New York, you know, first time, you know what it is. It is what it is. Rumble, I'm sorry, my guy. Habib Nurmagomedov. He walked into that gym, man, as a little Russian boy that could not speak English. But through hard work, commitment, and his love for the American Kickboxing Academy, he earned everybody's respect and truly went up the pecking order to not only be seen as a guy on the team, but as an equal. There was a long time we called ourselves the three kings of the American Kickboxing Academy. And Khabib very quickly became that fourth. So Khabib, I thank you, my friend. I want to thank my coaches, guys, because hey, Josh Koscheck. I know Josh doesn't fight anymore. He was the one that actually put me in contact with Dwayne in order to allow me to fight. I want to thank my coaches. Guys, we had a group of coaches in that gym at that time that is unmatched. Javier Mendez.
Yeah!
Coach, I love you with all my heart. Thank you for giving me a home. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for supporting me in the good and the bad. Without you, we are nothing. Thank you for the American Kickboxing Academy, Hal. Joanna, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Rosendo Sanchez.
Whoa!
You want to talk about commitment? Rosendo Sanchez pushed Brock Lesnar. Rosendo Sanchez is 5-1 on a good day. Unfortunately, we didn't give Rosendo the script that Brock and I had that worked out. Rudy Cruz. Rudy. Leandro Vieira, my jiu-jitsu coach, absolutely tremendous. Strength and conditioning coach, Christopher Camacho, you are the man. Every single one of my nutritionists that did this and turned that into a 205-pounder, thank you. I want to thank my wife, Selena. Guys, without her, there is nothing. It takes a very strong person to go through the career that I went through and the level that I went through it. Because there is a lot of time away, and at times you feel like you are raising kids alone. Selena, I thank you. My son Daniel, I love you, kid. You're the best. To my daughters Marquita and Luna, I love you guys. I want to thank Dana White and Lorenzo Fertitta. Guys, these dudes gave me $1 million and I lost. Come on. They gave me $1 million when I lost. So, Dana and Lorenzo, thank you guys so much for changing my life. Guys, I want to make a quick couple to Fox, ESPN, Zach Candido, Craig Barsari, the guys that put me on television. My friend John Anik, who does such a tremendous job to the UFC. My new broadcast partner, Ryan Clark at ESPN. My boy Ariel, somewhere here in the nosebleeds. Shout out to my boy Hawani for all that we did. Because there were times that Ariel and I just wrote scripts for my post-fight press conferences. So I always knew what I wanted to do. RC, see you on the Pivot Sunday, my friend. Guys, so many people have been there for me on this journey that I would not be who I am today without their support. So to stand here tonight and be able to mention these people and truly thank them for everything that they did for me is something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. And when you hear the words Daniel Cormier Hall of Fame, I hope that each and every one of you, and those two up there, can feel like a big part of that is because of you. I love each and every one of you. To the fans,
we love you, champ! We love you!
I love you guys. And enjoy the fights on Saturday. Thank you. Thank you.
This is what it says,
Hall of Famer. Over the course of his 29-fight pro career, the Eagle rewrote the idea